boys? What up, Roscoe? What's good, Bryson? What up, Razor? Sofa, Omar, Rome, OJ? That's like the playoff cards are dirt. Yeah, they should have been 100s, but whatever. At least it's free and it's not an exchange, so it's a start. But yeah, we're already in the conference finals. They should have been 100s. I agree. Talk to him, Omar. Yeah, hit the like button. Let's see how easy these shits are, bro. PG, it's not gonna be viable. Yeah. No, they're not making PG available. No. I mean, I guess today would be the final attempt at it, right? We'll see if they put them into the pack market, but I don't think so, bro. Yeah, they want people to pre-order the game. This will make people, you know, consider pre-ordering more for next year, for 27. So, yeah, that's probably the marketing strategy, bro. Whew. All right, bro. Yeah, they're dropping super packs today. I want to see if they drop like a half box or something, or is it just gonna, because those cards don't really look great. I'm not gonna lie. Those super packs don't look all that. I mean, those not super packs. The content, the cards in there don't look all that good. I did sell that, by the way, that 100 Jordan we pulled last night. We sold them for 100K, which I mean it's ass, but whatever. It's 100K. It's Kyle. Got you. So 357 KD. Jesus. It's gonna be harder to, you know. I have to call you KD. Yo, what's good, Trey? Trey, what's the word? Argo, what's good? Alright, 3 more minutes before the shit gets updated. Finish all the exhibitions. We are. Let me go see the market on these shits. I bet you the Larry's cheaper. Oh, no, he's not. Damn, Gasol sells. KD sells. KD is as good of a pool as Edie. I mean, that one got 40 legends though, but still. Okay. I think today those cards go down. The price, let's see. I don't know if they're gonna do like anything really like that to lower the market. We'll see. Let's see what the super packs are looking like, and if enough people are even gonna open super packs. Those cards they added are not good enough, like the K Love and the Kyrie, and even the 100s. What up, Nick? You need Hito and Ron. What for Taco? There's not a single Hito. That's right, cause you could pull them in there. That's right. I completely forgot that you could get yeah, Hito from these super packs. You right. You are right. Then my X button is fucked up on my controller, which is the passing button. It's not good. D, should I throw 5.2 at Bron? He's sitting at 3.9 with 2 hours and 40 minutes. Do you like SGA Escape like that, bro? It comes down to you liking SGA Escape. You know? I've been struggling with this jumper a little bit. Not gonna lie to you. Say it was good. Yeah, you can pull Hito. You can pull Hito from those. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I know you can because I pulled a limited. I don't know if it was Tyrese limited. I think Tyrese, and I pulled somebody else from last week. So yeah. They didn't say super packs in the promo, just splash. Well, I mean, I'm assuming they're super packs. It's Tuesday. All right, 11. I guess let's find out now. Oh, it says splash packs are live. They're not super packs. I mean, they are super packs, but they're calling them splash packs. It's splash super packs. It's down there. Look at it right there. Yeah. Okay. It's still a 99 topper, which isn't, I mean, terrible. Okay. They got the same pack here, over here. But can you, wait, hold on. Can you pull Invincibles on here? No, you can't. Okay. So it's the 100's only. Okay. I'm assuming now it's got the splash 100's on here though. Let me see. Yo, my dog with the 12 months. Let's get it. Finally hit the 1 year mark. Appreciate you, bro. Oh, I pulled Havlicek. That's what I had pulled. You're right. There you go. Havlicek. And he was limited. There you go. Yep. Yeah, so you can pull. I don't think you can pull Hito on these, but you could probably pull him on these here. Right. 100 Wilt from the Fabulous set. Any good? He's good, bro. He's got a beta jumper though, but you could get him. Eventually, they're gonna have really good anti breaker animations. Like you're gonna be able to change the sigs. So, you know, if you could get him for a good price, scoop. My tweets, hey man, I was on one, bro. I was on one last night. Fucking game had me tilted, bro. I needed the Spurs to win. I wanted them to win. A Yao Ming or Manu. I mean, Taco's gonna be great no matter what, though, bro. You can't go wrong. Like, how much better does it get than Taco? It really doesn't exist. It doesn't. Even if they drop a Goat Wemby, Goat Yao, which those cards are gonna come, but I mean, it's Tacos, and that's about as good as it gets, really. Yeah, so it's 8 games. You get a Dark Matter playoff player for each one, and then you get a GOAT piece at the end of it. Not bad at all. I'm letting y'all shoot, man. Jet refuses to battle Wemby mentally, you know, is in their head. Won't fight that team as he struggles against the Spurs defense. I mean, it's because it's a game plan thing, though, right? Like, I don't know why they don't have Chet Holmgren trying to check Wemby, but yeah, they try everybody but Chet. It's Caruso, it's Dort. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Hey, y'all boys doing these challenges or what? It's a free GOAT piece, man. And I know the players are not great. It's 8 Dark Matter players, but hey, for the GOAT piece. And again, I don't really care about shit from this festival, but might as well do it. I wonder if it ends if I get a, probably not, if I get the double-double. Goat Larry or Goat Bron? Goat Larry is, yeah, Goat Larry's the truth, bro. That jumper on Goat Larry is, yeah. It does, it ends? Oh, shit. All right, but let me get these assists, though. Yeah, Trail. Match up on Wemby? Yeah, I know, but they got to match up on Wemby, bro. He's dominating so much. You got to match up because he's killing it. Bro, he had 9 offensive rebounds yesterday. You can't, bro. You can't. You gotta match up. I saw they gave Dylan his old dandies, but the problem is you got to change Dylan's jumper. You got to change his jumper. Give him a better jumper at this stage. As a help defender, I mean, in a sense, that's kind of how they use Wemby, but Chet is not Wemby. You gotta match up with Wemby. As hard as that sounds, you have to. What up, Chi-Town? And not with an undersized dude. They're gonna get picked apart. Bro, guys, listen. It's the playoffs, right? It's best of 7, not best of 1. The Thunder are too good of a team. They're gonna make adjustments. They're gonna come out different next game. But let's see, because then the Spurs should be able to adjust. Oh, okay, cool. We just can't get the fucking ball. Got it, bro. The GOAT in year 3, bro. I mean, I was so happy. Like, today I woke up and I was like, bro, this dude's giving out interviews that, yeah, seeing SGA fueled him to fucking, you know, do his thing. This dude don't give a fuck, bro. Okay, so he might not have an answer. No, I personally already know just based on that. They have their number. Dude, listen, no De'Aaron Fox. They're on the road. So OKC's at home. They're undefeated on the playoffs. They're 8-0. There's already a mental fucking battle there. Yo, this team keeps beating us and we don't fucking have the answers. No Fox. Castle had 11 turnovers. And Alex Caruso gave you the best possible game he could ever give you. Like, the best game you're ever going to get from Caruso already happened. And they still lost. Dylan Harper, bro, he had a big game. He had a big game. He had a big game, bro. Yo, what was it, 7 steals? Did that shit really say 7 steals for Dylan Harper? That can't be right, right? He never hit an 8 threes again. Never, bro. Never. Bro, he attempted 14 of them bitches, and I get it. That was the game plan. Like, the Spurs were going to live with something. And he made them pay. But he didn't make them pay enough. 7 steals, bro. That's just insanity, yo. That's a rookie, bro. That's a rookie versus one of the best teams. Let's just call them what they are, right? The Thunder are one of the best teams that have ever been assembled. And that's a fucking rookie, man, having that type of a game. He's 20. He's a baby, dog. That dude's a fucking youngin'. He's a... That's fucking crazy. Bro, the Spurs are so set for the next decade. They just got to keep that team together, man. They got to keep that team together. They're so set. Yes, these are GOAT piece in the challenges and 8 dark matter players. For each game, you get a 1 dark matter. Not bad. Wish it was some 100's, though. Harper outplayed SGA. Bro, I mean, SGA, ultimately, he did get stats. Why am I shooting that? But that was, I mean, a super duper inefficient game like that. He opened up the doors for the Spurs to win that. Like, he's shooting terrible. I get it, though. For him to get his offense going, he is going to have to force shots because the way they're guarding him. But, man, that's not good. Wonder what Sosa thinking. Oh, don't worry. He was getting jumped in the Discord. He was getting killed in the Discord. All right, one more assist and the game should end. It should end here. It does. No? It doesn't end. It doesn't end, Roscoe. You got to play the whole game out, bro. Randall has been up for 2 hours? Is that true? Wait, there's a Julius Randall that's been up for 2 hours? Uh-huh. What a game. What a game. That's some world. That's one of the all-time great playoff performances. That crazy ass 3 he took too. Harper should be a starter. They're not gonna touch and fuck up the chemistry. He's still a rookie at the end of the day. You know, if it calls for situational that he needs to start or whatever, sure. But they're gonna let Fox do his thing. Any challenges? Yeah, they added it's 8 challenges. You get a dark matter playoff player for every single one of them, and at the end of it, you get a gold piece. I think they're like the youngest team to make it to the conference finals or some shit. I think that's the actual analytic behind it. Harper's ahead of his time. Wemby's ahead of his time, and Castle's ahead of his time. And don't fuck around and sleep. I know he doesn't get the minutes. It's just because of what the rotation is. Carter Bryant is gonna be a dog too. What up, bonus? I can't wait for tonight's game too. By the way, shit gonna be jumping. I can't wait for that game tonight. The Knicks are definitely winning that shit tonight, though. And if they don't, oh my. I mean, Castle fucking dunked on SGA. That shit could have been called the N1, too. What up, Mont? Hey, stream, if you haven't already, though, man, drop a like on this shit, man. It's free. Take a quick second and just hit the like button for me. I would appreciate that. It helps the channel get recommended. We're closing in on 58,100 subs, man. If you are new, hit that subscribe button too. Brunson versus Mitchell. I know they're not going to have Brunson checking Donovan Mitchell. That is a recipe for disaster. Like, bro, Brunson is not checking Donovan Mitchell. So I don't know who they're going to put on him. Wemby first string? Let's see. Bro, Wemby first string would be crazy. If the Spurs win game 2, it's over. What up, Zo? Yeah, I mean, bro, if they win both games in OKC, you ain't green no more? You gotta step up, Primo. Step up, bro. Gotta get verified over here. Come on. Damn, son, they're making us play the full-length game, which is not ideal. I already got the double-double, but it's just like, damn, this shit should end. A little bit of a time-consuming situation. It's only one game though, and that's how they gotta approach that shit. You can't be like, which they're not satisfied. They know what time it is. You gotta take it for what it is. Now you gotta try to go in there and get game 2 as well. Really put a stranglehold. Like, you already stole home court advantage, but if you sneak in there and get game 2, and they're gonna have a chance because they're getting Fox back. Try to take game 2, bro. That really puts the pressure on. I mean, OKC already gonna feel the pressure, but this is really gonna put the pressure on them. Do the Cavs have a primary defender? I mean, OGN. Oh, you were talking about the Cavs. Evan Mobley. If you're talking about like on ball, they're saying to put Dean Wade on him because he's 6'10". They don't really have a defender. They play like that team defense, you know what I mean? With obviously two really good bigs on the back end. They don't have like that one lockdown, you know, the Jaden McDaniels of the world. They don't have that. But they play really good defense. They got like little annoying pest type players like Dennis Schroeder. He gets all up in your, you know what I mean? He gets low and gets his hand in there and shit. But they don't have like that, you know, that ultra aggressive defender that's just known for his defense, like a Vando or some shit. They don't have that. Yeah, Evan Mobley, yeah. But they're not gonna use Evan Mobley to guard fucking Brunson and shit, bro. It's probably, you know what I mean? It's what I'm trying to say. Like, they don't have that fucking dude that they're just gonna put on anybody. Like, they're not gonna waste Evan Mobley on Brunson. They're not doing that. I mean, see, I don't like the Scotty behind the back, but on the breaks, the Scotty behind the back is good. Mobley, I would think Mobley because Cat likes, especially the way that Cat's been playing, that they're using Cat as a hub center. So they're giving Cat the ball at the top, and he's fucking playmaking. That's why he's getting all those damn assists. I think they're putting Mobley on Cat. Shooter on Brunson. No, you need more. You need more length. You need to bother. The way you bother Brunson is by putting like height on him. Schroeder's not gonna cut it. .6'8", I know. That's why nobody's excited about no Kevin Love, who's shorter than Yaxo at the 2. But you gotta run him at the 3 at 6'8". It's not happening, bro. Evan Mobley at 7 foot tall is an affordable price tag right now in the market. Like, this just don't need to go out and get a K Love. You gonna do all of them? I'm gonna go through them. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish them right now, but I'm just gonna go. Should I spend now or just hold off and see what drops Friday? I mean, if you could find, bro, the market is really low right now. If you could find something that you really like and it's affordable, you can go for it now. You can wait for Friday too. You're not opening? Nah, I'm broke, bro. Spurs definitely need to keep the core together. They cannot break up the core, bro. They you know what I mean? Guys like Harrison Barnes and shit, they could get the boot. But you can't, you know, the Harper, Castle, Wemby, KJ, that core. No, you can't lose that, bro. You know, I would even say, I know Julian is nice as fuck, but like those are players that, you know, you could get another knockdown shooter and shit. But yeah, the core needs to stay. What Jeff Teague say? Nobody on the Cavs is stopping Brunson. They're gonna have to find an answer for that. Brunson is gonna be a nightmare matchup this series for sure. He's gonna be a nightmare. We'll see though. We'll see. We got him, yeah, solo last night, bro. I copped him last night. I know he was hooping last night too. Wemby, my favorite player? Yeah, bro. How could Wemby not be everyone's favorite player right now? He's the best player in the league, bro. Yeah. If they get the championship, if they win the championship, I'm copping me a fucking Wemby jersey. And I'm copping me the fucking shoes as well. I have to. Gotta show love. Yeah, the Knicks got definitely way more like individual defenders to deal with like Harden and, you know, yeah, Harden and Donovan. But at the end of the day, it's a team sport, bro. They can figure that shit out. The Knicks are the favorites, though. I'm assuming like they looked really good the past two series. So. Need glass, but I did see Superpacks have dark matter toppers. Yeah, mozzarella. No, you're good, bro. You ain't gotta get checked. I can verify that it's dark matter toppers. I verify that for you, bro. Yes. Yes, the developers have not come around to figuring out the fact that $100 at this stage in the game for a 50-pack box should be a 100 when $20 gets you a guaranteed 100. If $20 gets you a guaranteed 100, how the fuck on earth is $100 gonna get you a dark matter? Have they lost their minds? You get 6 100s with 100. $100 gets you 6 100s. How in the fucking how? Like how? How are you gonna make a dark matter topper at this stage? They have lost their minds. Cade only card worth getting if you need a backup point guard or something. And even then, bro, you go out and get a Zach LaVine from the. You go out and get so much better shit with MT from the way that the market is. At this rate, guaranteed Invincibles won't be until August. I don't know. I think that's coming because, I mean, for $20, you get a 100 overall guaranteed. They can't be that far out. Invincible Cade or Invincible Booker? I haven't used the Booker. I don't know. Honestly, between those two, I just pick up whichever one you like more IRL. They're probably the same. But they both probably got SGA escape and shit. Whoever jumper you like more, try. I mean, yeah, I don't know. They're both good options. I think you can, BZ. Last week on the Superpacks, I pulled a numbered Havlicek. So, yeah. And a Tyrese Halliburton, I think so. And I agree, Jason. And that's what I'm saying. That even if they do put a 100 topper, unless you're going for it's worth it if you're going for the event, right? You get 50 event pieces. And then you got a 100 topper, and then you still have a chance of putting other 100s in there. You're probably not gonna hit that, but you know. But if you're not going for any of the event cards, yeah, fuck them 51s. A base Kawhi Invincible for 3.1. That shit was cheaper than $2 million the other day. Junior varsity after what we saw last night. I don't think that's true because the fucking in the regular season they beat them in the in-season tournament. The Knicks matched up really well versus the Spurs, bro. The Knicks are deep. They got a lot of everything. So no, I don't think that's true. And the Cavaliers just beat the #1 seed. The Cavs got two. I don't know. The Cavs got weapons, so I'm not sleeping on the East. I'm just not gonna. And we saw last year the fucking Thunder got taken 7 games by the Pacers, so I'm not sleeping on the East. I don't want to sleep on the East whatsoever. yeah, the invincible market has gone up because people have more MT from these 100s. Like, Mutombo should never be at 2.7 million MT, ever. Not with that jumper. But yeah, the market is more expensive now. $16 with a player and beat the Spurs. I mean, sure, but like, I want to get 16 and be done. Whoever wins the West wins the finals. Don't be so sure. I mean, I would still pick the Western team, but I don't think it's like guaranteed. It would just be my pick because I think those two teams are the top teams, and their record, you know, they both had over 60 wins and shit. And I like their personnel just a little bit better, but I'm not sleeping on any of the two Eastern teams at all. And plus, from here to the end of the conference finals, you might see teams get hobbled by injuries and shit. So going into the finals, I mean, you're already seeing it now. Fox wasn't available. You might see some shit in the finals going into it that wasn't expected, and it might change the whole series. We know how that shit works. Health is the name of the game. The healthiest team typically wins. Happened last year. Game 7. Tyrese Halliburton came out on fire. Injury. That shit was done. There's still too much time. There's still too much time and way too many games left before we get to the finals, before we know what this shit is really gonna look like. And OG is out. They're winning without him though. That's not, that it shows you that the Knicks are deep, bro. They were able to get the job done without OG, and they fucking. But they need OG though. They're gonna need OG, especially against a team like the Thunder or some shit. Like they would need OG. Harper plays better than Fox. I don't know. I listen. I feel like Fox is still really, really valuable. He's a bucket getter, and during clutch situations yesterday, and I know Castle had a tremendous, not Castle, Harper had a tremendous game. There was still a lot of silly turnovers there, especially like in crunch time. And those turnovers could be maybe minimized by a fucking vet like Fox. So, what up, Wendy? Eventually, Sosa. Eventually, but for now, he's fine, bro. That's a 20-year-old rookie, bro, and he's getting plenty of minutes. There's nothing to be, you know what I mean? Buy into the team concept. Eventually, he will start though. He would. That is coming though. It's just a matter of time. For now, though, just play your role, bro. You a rookie. I like keeping Bird for as long as I want. I don't know. How would I do the answer to that question? Your 2 gold pieces on? I don't know, man. I have very little interest in this event, so I don't know. I just like the way that the Spurs guards attack the fucking paint, bro. They attack the bigs, they attack everybody, both of them, because they're big guards. They're both 6'6", Castle 6'7". Like, they're big, bro. Just big body, and the way that they defend too, gritty as fuck. I love that shit. For a couple hours, yeah, no. Larry's too fucking good. Last night showed it. I didn't lose a game last night with him. Played a dude in tier 1 with 50 wins and shit. This man was out here hooping, doing it to him. Beat him by like 20. You're going for Magic. You want tall point guards. But, OJ, you're locking in so much MT and shit if you go for the Magic, unless you're spending hella bread. At that point, I would just tell you, fuck that. Get Braun. Yeah, I'll tell you get Braun at that point. And then the MT is not locked up. You could always sell Braun and you'll have millions of MT. So even if something else comes out that's tall that you want more than Braun, you can sell Braun and go out and get that. Excuse me. Does anyone on the Knicks or the Cavs have championship experience? I don't think so. No. Mikal Bridges has been in the finals. OG from the Raps. OG from the Raptors. OG. Yeah, OG. Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to, I'm like, nobody? There you go. OG does. What's a good price for Magic? 100 Magic? Whatever he's going for. He's going for under $1 mil. Magic is really good. And Harden has been to the NBA Finals as well with the Thunder. Thomas Bryant, that shit don't count, bruh. What up, Isaiah? Pulled another Larry Bird is fire. Holy shit. All I know is that experience bullshit is so overrated, and the Spurs are showing it, man. That experience bullshit is overrated. It matters. But you could go into uncharted territory and still fucking perform. They're showing you, bro. Magic for 450 is a really good price tag. That's what I'm saying. Like, dog, real shit, you do not need to go Magic. You can just get the 100 for $500 mil and you are chilling. I promise you, you're chilling. Instead of having to spend the X amount of dollars it's gonna take to get that GOAT one, swear to God, you get the 100 Magic for $500 mil and you're chilling all day. Nah, but the Luke Cornett minutes was scaring me last night, bruh. The moment Wemby goes out, bruh, that paint's so sweet. These dudes all comfortable, attacking. You can see it is almost like a fucking weight has been lifted from them. And all of a sudden, they're free roaming, playing loose. I'm like, man, fuck that bullshit. Get Wemby back on that floor ASAP, bro. I hate the Cornett minutes. And it's not that he's bad or nothing. It's just like, that's how much Wemby affects the game. It's got nothing to do with Cornett. It's got everything to do with wanting to Wemby on the floor. Wemby's beating the fragile allegations. That shit is dead in the water. And by the way, they're missing a bunch of calls on him, especially on the short roll game. All they do is, so every time they get that fucking, that pass into the fucking paint on the short roll, all the short guards and Dort and everybody, all they're doing on Wemby is this. Grabbing, holding, tugging, pulling, the whole thing. So sometimes he can't get to the ball and it's a turnover. And it's like, yo, they're not throwing bad passes. This man is being held and scratched into the whole shit. So they're missing calls on him. They are missing a shitload, not just a few. They're missing a shitload of calls on that. I love it how they react though. When he does get the ball, but he kind of like loses his footing because he's getting shoved in the back. And then they caught a whistle on that because it's like, yo, and then they start looking around. Dort and Caruso looking around like, what? Yeah, bro, what do you think you're doing? You're shoving somebody in the back who's trying to fucking get positioning for a ball. Of course he's got to fucking, I don't care how strong you are, bro. Hey, Sosa, you could never, ever, ever compare Chet Holmgren to fucking Wemby, bro. Bro, it is not an exaggeration, bro. He's 10 times the player Chet Holmgren is. You're not gonna like that. I know you don't like me saying that. He is 10 times the player Chet Holmgren is, bro. In every way, on both sides of the ball. 10 times, bro. It's not. I know you had that little Bill Russell Will comparison in your mind. You could throw that shit away, bro. Throw that shit away. Calling Chet Holmgren Bill Russell is disrespectful, bro. Throw that shit away, fam. Please, bro. Really, you gotta throw that shit away, man. There's no way, bro. And there's no way that you, as a basketball fucking fan, don't see it. Like, if you don't see it, bro, you're blinded. That's not to say Chet Holmgren can't come out and have a really good game against him. He could. But there's levels, bro. That's why he ran into Caruso with the shoulder? Of course he did. Because he getting fouled on all the other times. So he said, fuck that. You know what we on? He's still a top 5 defender. I'm not going to even... I'll give you that. He's a top 5 defender. But you're looking at the #1 defender unanimously. And then offensively, they're worlds apart too. I mean, it's just what it is, bro. Wemby was holding Chet. It's playoff basketball. We're not gonna complain about that, right? When Wemby's getting held every possession, we're gonna complain about Wemby holding Chet. It's two big men. We're not complaining about a big man holding a big man, right? Nah, we're not doing that. Well, nah, we're not doing that. Nah, I know we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. When Wemby, he gets held every single play, so then on one possession or two possessions, he holds Chet Holmgren. We're going to complain. Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Not in the playoffs. Nah. 7-2 on 7-5 or 7-1 on 7-5, whatever. We're not complaining about. Nah, we're not doing that. What big don't disappear against the 7-4 big? I mean, they said that Wemby wasn't him. They said that Wemby wasn't the one. They said that Wemby was soft. They said that Wemby didn't take it to the low post. They said he settled for too many threes. All these things. Oh no. See, that's why you need to get put in a fucking triangle hold, bro. They gotta choke you, bro. They gotta fucking choke you, bro, in broad daylight in front of a Walmart with everybody watching and nobody stepping in to help you. What the fuck did you just type, bro? Bro's playing with a fucking back-to-back MVP, league-leading scorer. How dare you, bro? Oh, Castle's already better than... Bro, look at the recency bias, bro. Castle just had an 11 turnover game, bro. Already better. Look at the narrative you're pushing. Better teammates. Motherfucker talking about... Man, let me stop. Bro, you're not serious. This dude is not serious. A 2-time MVP, league-leading scorer. Like, what the fuck is he talking about, bro? Better teammates. Look at what Caruso did last night. I'm stunned. I'm stunned at the shit you're saying. What a narrative. I was lurking, but I had to stop. What is he? What the fuck, bro? AJ Mitchell special. What the hey man, you gotta stop right now. Man. I mean, just SGA alone. We gotta stop that, bro. That's like the two-man combo, right? If Chet Holmgren is really like that, that would be like the Shaq and Kobe. I mean, when the fuck did Kobe ever get back-to-back MVPs plus league-leading scorer? That never happened. What are you saying, bro? Harper's better than J-Dub too. Oh my God, this dude. Yo, the recency. Yo, you're psychotic, bro. I love it. Look at how got you switching up, bruh. The Spurs guards got you switching up, bruh. This dude. Ah, fuck. I know you were praying for that Thunder win last night, bruh. I know you was praying on it, bruh. But then Wemby happened. Hell, the coach better look at you, dog. Yo, these dudes had the top record, bro. They had the. You're twisted, bruh. They had the top record. They've been the best team in the league for like 3 years now, and now he's just reaching, bro. Yeah, shit. The coach better. It's done, bro. Yeah, I guess they got a better mascot too, right? Jesus, man, you're unserious. You see the tricks? Yeah, he's setting it up. He's setting it up. He's making them. He's putting them. He's propping them up. So then when they, you know what I mean? So then if they lose, so they pull it off, then he said all this. Or he's setting up the. He's setting up the soft landing. You know, he's laying the mattress on the ground. So when the inevitable happens, he's like, yeah, I mean, I told you so. Oh, now Fox too. Damn, bro. Bro, didn't J-Dub have a good game? Let me see what J-Dub did last night. I thought J-Dub was having a good game. Did he not? Hold on, let me see. I mean, J-Dub had 26, 11 for 25, 7 rebounds, 3 dimes on only 2 turnovers. J-Dub had a good game. It could have been more efficient, but that's so crazy. Look at the switch up from you. You know what though? I respect it, bro. I just need you to finally get to admit where Wemby's at in the. He gotta say it. So just say it already. Just say that Wemby's the best player in the league right now, bro. I don't know what you're waiting on. You gotta say that shit. Because of Chet Holmgren, 8 points. Chet is only good against Eaton, I guess. I mean, Chet Holmgren is not a scorer like that, though, man. See, I want him to have an identity that he's not. You know what I mean? You're asking Chet Holmgren to have an identity that he's not accustomed to having. Oh, now Chet Holmgren got to be a scorer? Since when? Since when does Chet Holmgren need to be a scorer? Never. They never needed Chet Holmgren to be a scorer. Not the Wemby levels of scoring. They've never needed that from him. Oh, now you need it? Okay. He's 18 points per game, bruh. You are not getting 18 points per game this series from Chet Holmgren. I'll tell you that right now. Usable? I didn't even check, bro. I didn't even check. Somebody said Cade Cunningham. I haven't even checked them because they're dark matters. So I was like, eh. Full games? I know. That shit's annoying. I know. The full game shit is a time. It's just time consuming for no reason. Sweat. I've been on the Spurs bandwagon the whole year. I don't know what you're on. I said the Lakers had no chance from the jump, especially the moment Luka got injured. I'm like, this is pointless. And go to Mars. Plus, I'm an NBA fan, bro. I don't have a loyalty or alliance to anybody. Everybody knows that. Mike, you're not. Nothing you can say, Mike, is gonna trigger me, man. Just so you know, bro. I watch everybody. I watch all the games. I watch all the teams. I keep up with the entire league, bro. I'm just a ball knower, unlike you. Spurs bless the basketball world. Lakers have to sign back Reeves. Maybe they don't, low-key. Maybe they don't. Maybe they look to rebuild around Luka in a different way. Get back soon. The next game is what, Wednesday, right? Tomorrow? The Knicks gonna smoke the Cavs. I just think people are sleeping on the Cavaliers. I got the Knicks winning too. I do. I got the Knicks winning too, but I'm not out here thinking that's just a red carpet treatment and they're just gonna dog walk the Cavaliers. No way. No way. If you like the Bucks, what's the last time I fucking rocked with the Bucks? Let us know. It's the Spurs. We on the Spurs bandwagon. The fuck? What do you mean we don't know? You don't know. Because you're fucking out the loop, but that's you. You lost in the sauce as always. Always trying to stir some shit. Everybody knows I've been on the Spurs bandwagon. All year. I've been pushing the Wemby Defensive Player of the Year narrative for 3 years in a row now. Lost in the sauce, as always, of course. His name is fucking Mike. Lost as Mike. Lakers need so many pieces. Lakers need to go into a rebuild. Is what they need. Around Luka. Without Bron taking a chunk of the salary. Bron to Golden State. Do you support the Warriors then, D? No. They're not doing shit. Too old, bro. Too old and too injury riddled. Hell no. That shit dead. On the Giannis bandwagon was winning no cap. I remember watching streams for years, bro. Of course not. Why would I not be? Especially when it was versus the Phoenix Suns. Of course I wanted the Bucks to win. Giannis one of the best players to ever touch a fucking basketball court. These challenges take about 3 hours to complete. Fuck this. I mean, you gotta get that GOAT piece though. It's a free GOAT piece. I already missed the weekend one, and I missed the KOTC shit. So might as well do this. Getting snipes. You can snipe. People do get snipes. It's just, I guess, harder now, especially with the way that the 2K system works. They do cancel a lot of it and shit too. Well, not snipes necessarily. They don't really cancel snipes. Bro, I was on Twitter since bro came in the league arguing with RCA and trying to take a stance for Wemby because RCA was on some he says that it's not hating, but he was on some big hater shit, bro. And the same thing goes for everybody that was jumping on the fucking Wemby hate train, like Sosa trying to downplay how great Wemby was and telling me Chet Holmgren was gonna get a Defensive Player of the Year before him and all these things. And I'm like, bro, y'all are not seeing the vision here. Like, from the jump, I seen it. I'm like, bro, this dude is going to be tearing the league up in a year or two. And then it would have happened sooner, but the injuries happened, the blood clot in the fucking lung, all the shit that was out of his control happened, right? This shit would have been happening sooner, too. Hyping up Bol like Shaq and shit, bro. I'm telling you, I've been on Twitter fucking going to war for Wemby since the beginning, bro. Since the beginning. I sold Invincible Luka and got 100 Edie, 100 Jabari, and 100 Hakeem. W or L? W, Aiden. W. YouTube took your page? That's ass. What happened here? Why did you take your page, bro? What do I gotta do here? 10 assists to the player and win the game. Okay. Hey, Street, let's get those likes. We're sitting at 58 likes. We got 220 people in the building. Lock in, bro. AKC would have lost by 20. Yeah, but you can't view it that way, right? Because the fact of the matter is, the game plan was to give up those threes, and the game plan was leave Caruso open based on what the coverage was looking like, right? So he made them pay for it, but it wasn't enough. So the game plan worked. Um, I just don't think Caruso has that kind of a game again, though. Larry, a similar Tom Chambers, not at all. Larry is on a different level. Yeah, Larry's disgusting. A collection reward? They haven't announced that. Last year they did. Yo, shout out to the 3 people that just subscribed. I appreciate the subs, y'all. Last year they did. They announced it that we were gonna get, you know, one the finals MVP or whatever, or like once the finals were done, and then they gave us SGA. But they didn't announce that this year, so. Like, even today's content it just came out of nowhere. This wasn't expected. I fuck with both chocolate chip and blueberry. They're both fire. I think I'd rather go blueberry though, I ain't gonna lie. Auction over the exchange for this festival, yes, bro. For this festival, especially the way that the market is right now, the auction house right now is just it's the move, man. Everything's so cheap, except the Invincibles, but you can't stand the taste of eggs. You're tripping. You gotta get some eggs done the right way, scrambled with some cheese, with some other toppings, some onions, spinach, some tomatoes. You bugging, bro. You get you an omelet. You gonna be moving different. I understand not liking like a fried egg because of like maybe the texture, but the taste, if done right, man, you get some fire ass eggs, bro. Boiled, yeah. Some people will never be able to do boiled because of the smell. I eat eggs however, bro. Scrambled, sunny side up, boiled, they don't matter to me. I'll say this about the boiled eggs. I'm not gonna just eat a random ass boiled egg at a random fucking place because they just got boiled eggs sitting there. Like, nah, I'll eat that shit at home or some shit, or like an egg salad, you know? But oh, and there's also eggs Benedict. Like, there's different ways, right? Eggs, there's so many different ways to fucking cook eggs. Cheesy scrambled, yeah. That's what I said. That was my first thing to say because he's like, "Oh, I don't like the taste of eggs." I'm like, "Bro, you probably gotta try some scrambled eggs with cheese. Like, scramble the cheese. Like, that's probably gonna change your opinion on them, especially if you don't keep them like runny. Don't have them runny because that could turn you off. So like, make sure they're like really well done with cheese, and maybe put some tomato sauce on them or some shit. I like when I do my scrambled eggs, I like to put a little bit of tomato sauce on them to give it an extra flavor. And bro, cheese, the little tomato, it turns them a little like it gives them a nice color and shit. You can put some pepper on it. You chillin', bro. Cheesy grits. Yeah, that just sounds good, low-key. Deviled eggs, all that shit. Deviled eggs is like it's basically boiled, is it not? Isn't it like boiled? And I'll eat all that shit. Sriracha, that's the spicy joint. Yeah, I'll eat all that shit. My dad doesn't like fried eggs. He's again because of the texture, you know, the yolk and all that. But like he'll eat like he'll make an egg salad and he'll do the boiled eggs, you know. He on that. If you don't get cheese on your eggs, I don't even tip because what the fuck is this? I mean, you're not gonna have cheese on fucking sunny side up on fried eggs. You can't put cheese on that. That's just fucking weird. On scrambled or like an omelet, for sure you gotta put some cheese, bro. I got the omelets. I got them with spinach, with onions, tomatoes, mozzarella, and American cheese shredded. Bro, it's so fucking good, bro. And then I had like sausage links, bacon, French toast, croissant with cream cheese, the fire ass cream cheese because they would come on these the little fucking aluminum sheets that hold the sauces, but they would like make it look like whipped. Oh my goodness, bro! I was just breaking the fucking croissant in half like this, just ripping it and just dipping it in the shit and eating it like that. Like if I wasn't even opening it up and using it. Nah, hell no. I was just getting the bread and dipping it in the cream cheese. That shit was smacking. You don't fuck with cream cheese? Oh no, that's a no-go, bro. Cream cheese with a croissant goes crazy, bro. Even with a bagel. And I don't even like bagels like that. I think bagels like too much though. Nah, damn. You sleeping. The cream cheese goes crazy. Spat it out never again? Nah, hell no. You gotta give that shit another go, bro. You crazy. Damn. A steak bagel? I never had it. I'm just not a big fan of. Lacey has had that before and shit. I'm not big on bagels like that. I used to eat bagels back in school with cream cheese and shit in the mornings. I'd rather get a croissant. Like when we went to Dunkin' yesterday, we got off the cruise and before driving back down, like halfway through, I'm like, we're hungry. Let's go get breakfast. We went to Dunkin'. Mike with the one piece. Let's go, Mike. Let's go, Mike. And I got the croissant with the sausage and egg and cheese. She got a bagel with like bacon and cheese or whatever. I'm like, I can't do a bagel. Can't fuck with the texture, dude. It's like it's literally like a butter. It's like a thicker butter. Y'all bro. Y'all are tripping. Y'all are crazy. Hell no, bro. Cream cheese is fire. I was at this restaurant. They have rolls with sweet cream cheese inside. My goodness. The sweet one is fire, but have you tried the cinnamon? I don't know if it's cream cheese or butter. I don't know what it is. The one at Texas Roadhouse, bro. It's like sweet with like cinnamon. It's got like a cinnamon kick. I don't know what it. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know if it's butter or cream cheese. I don't know what the fuck it is. The one at Texas Roadhouse, man. That's a game changer right there. That one's crazy. People go to the fucking Texas Roadhouse just to have the breads with that. I think it's butter. Bro, hold on. Let me look it up. Let me show y'all. It's cinnamon butter. It's cinnamon butter. They sell it too. We bought it. They sell it so you can buy it at the crib. Look at it right here. Look. We've bought it before. They sell it at Target for $3.79. Look at it right there. It's honey cinnamon whipped butter spread. Man, look. With these breads, look, that's how it looks right there. It looks like that right there, bro. With those breads. Hey, man. Hey, man. Nah, that shit is crazy. These sell the rolls too. Oh, I never seen the rolls. Man, talk about elite. You got a 28 Legend Hakeem for 300K. Nice. Making you hungry. I mean, these boys are the ones that started talking. It was Ref. He fucking brought up. He said pancakes or. What was it he said? No, he said blueberry pancakes or chocolate chip. He started the food talk. Not my fault, man. Is there a difference in the Invincible 100 Hakeem? I don't remember. I think the SIGs maybe. I don't know. I think the jumper's the same. I don't know if the moving step back is different. I think they both got Kemba. He said muffin. He said muffin. I thought he said pancakes. You're 98% positive we're getting a GOAT Center Friday. Who would it be? Hakeem, Kareem maybe? Maybe Kareem, because they gave us Wilt in the exchange, so maybe they dropped Kareem. They could maybe drop the Kareem. Kiki's? I don't know what Kiki's is. It's good as 80. Kareem, yeah, Kareem makes sense. Wemby dunking on Chet. The AI one, yeah. That garbage ass shit you made. Yeah, we seen it. Real, by the way. Yeah, bro. Of course. We need a new Wade? I mean, what are they going to do to Wade, though? GOAT Wade? They need to give him the craziest jumper in the game so he could run at 6'4". I got the Knicks winning tonight either, and I think the Knicks win it. But I don't think that the Cavs are incapable of pulling one out, so. Way too short. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how he fits into this current meta. Watching Wilt with a jump shot, he said the league is over. It is, bro. I've been telling dudes that this shit is in a chokehold. They don't understand the impact defensively, too. They don't understand how you got to do a double take, how defensively it changes everything. Having that shit clogged down there, knowing you can't get nothing at the rim realistically when he's on the floor. You're forced to play a certain way. You're being redirected into certain paths that you don't want to take. You got to take shots that are not necessarily the shots you want to take. I know, he played heavy, but he had to, though, bro. He had to. And every time Cornette was on the floor, bro, it's like a run happened. I'm like, fuck, bro. Yeah, he had to play heavy minutes. Double OT. Wow. Last episode for the boys tomorrow. That shit isn't it tonight? It's tonight at 3 a.m. I mean, I get it. Technically, it is tomorrow. Overslept. The file is up. You did the file? You're so crazy. You really did the file. You're wilding out. Alright, I guess we'll go try them cards out. I'm wilding out though in this drop. Part of the reason you fell back asleep. Barnes, yeah. He looks similar to his other card though, doesn't he? To the Opal one that he had. Oh, he used to have Steph Escape. He doesn't have Steph Escape anymore, right? He got like Jimmy Butler now, I think. We had a few the other day before we left. We had the Ronald versus Ham rematch. I think Chris played too. Chris, didn't you play somebody? We had a few games the other day. I don't even know why I'm the showdown. I'm used to the showdown shit. Checking the box, huh? Went up again, about to crash out. Like 6 mil. You're gonna have to throw so much MT at that shit just to get it over with. And just hopefully nobody outbids you and you get a bunch of MT back. You're gonna have to like overbid. Be having fun in the Dodge. Fucking Mr. Two Whips. Mr. I got 2 cars. Big baller, bro. Triple B's. Start calling you fucking LaMelo. OJ who, bro? That's LaMelo Ball. That's Lonzo. That's Jello. Triple B's. Alright, let me go try out the file. Nacho! Yeah, I appreciate the sub. Welcome to the stream, man. There it is. There's the file. The exhibition thing, you just go to your exhibitions and you insert players in there and they give you rewards after X amount of time. Like it could be an hour, it could be 12 hours, it could be 8 hours, and they'll give you back like whatever badges or MT or just random rewards. You know what I mean? Yeah, you get to do that every day. All right, Kyrie Irving, he got Kemba. He got his own escape. But you can't cancel it. Damn, you can't cancel the Kyrie escape. That's ass. Okay. Let's see Drummond's. He got Kobe. Oh, he doesn't. Wait, that's not right. That can't be his escape. Drummond had Kobe, I'm pretty sure. You didn't know that? Yeah, bro. That's daily. You got Curry slime. Drummond got a good ass jumper, bro. Yo, Drummond got a smooth J, man. Massive, yeah, he big body. And he got a good jump. What the fuck? When Cavs games start, don't touch Twitter. Sport is gonna be everywhere because the theater thing starts around the same time. Gotcha. Gotcha. I mean, it won't matter, bro, because I'm gonna stream. You know what I mean? So I'm screwed. I'm screwed regardless. Yo, Drummond is actually good. What the fuck? Curry slide. Paul George escape. The fuck? I thought I thought Drummond had a different escape though. Damn, Drummond is good. Okay, let's see Julius Randle. We got D-Book. The jumper could be faster. Drummond got a better jumper than Randle. Drummond got a better jumper than Julius. I never thought I'd see the day. Let me see the aggressive. Okay. Harrison Barnes. He got Trey. Trey behind the back. Oh, he got D-Fox. Oh, shit. Okay. Jimmy Butler escape with D-Fox. Okay, yeah, Harrison Barnes is good. This is the best card, him and Drummond. His player model feels short though, for whatever reason. They kept it basic? Yeah, that's why. I like Barnes. Kevin Love, Mr. 6'8". Okay, that's the behind the back. Harden step back. Is that Harden? I don't know who that is. That's not Harden. I don't know who that is. I don't know what step back that is. Oh, his jumper's fire. He got Kemba. Yeah, so it's Kemba. Got a really good jumper. His jumper is nice as hell.
Shock boy.
What up, John? That's the only thing I really like about him. And obviously, he got the Kemba. Good leader. He got a really good jumper, but 6'8", man. Yeah, the main thing with him is the jumper. It's CP3. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not feeling that shit too much. 6'8" though, man. Shit. Make him shooting guard. Random as fuck, I know, but make him shooting guard. Every single character gets their moment. Stuck the landing, tied up the bow, and leaving the door open for some other things to happen. The scale felt smaller compared to the marketing has made it seem. Damn. Got me a coupe for 440 at 4 a.m. Nice. The only negative thing about Coupe is obviously his jumper's not the greatest. That's the problem with him, but Coupe is still fire. All right, let's do the Jackson Hayes one. We've already done 3. This is the halfway point once we get this one. 18 points. Let's do it. Hey, stream, we're 2 likes away from 75. If you haven't already, man, hit the thumbs up for me and hit that subscribe button. We're close in it. We're starting to get really close to 58,100 subs, all right? 17 subs away from that number. I see you, Luan. What's good, man? But yeah, 440 is fire for cool. What up, Landon? Hope has been restored. I mean, I was always hopeful that the last episode could fucking be a banger, but we'll see. We'll see. The season did fall flat, though. Grind them dollars, yes, sir. You firing up during the game? No, why would I fire up during the game? Why during the game? The game is at 8. It's good, James. So you be streaming by then? No. That I'd be like streaming after the game. Like you told me to like stay off Twitter, right? Like to stay off Twitter, which I could do, but then I'm gonna stream after the game, and then from the time that I stream here on YouTube till the episode comes out, I mean that leaves the opening for 1 billion fucking 100K. All right, bet you got it, bro. 100K. Good shit, bro. That's 100K I don't have in my account, so I don't know. We're going to have to figure it out. Yeah, I watched the game, of course. Yeah. One of the best playoff games I've ever seen in my life. We knew that shit was going to be a war, bro. Game 1, double OT. Yeah, the deep 3 was... That was, I guess, the iconic moment of that game. It was. Like, there's nothing else that topped that moment. There was some dunks. There was some posters. But nothing really beat that. Being stubbed longer than a week or something. You're right, but that's not good for business, because if a new person finds a stream and they want to type and they can't interact, that's a viewer or potential subscriber that I lost right there. You know, they're gonna be like, oh, I can't type in here. Oh, I can't talk to the streamer. They out. You have big successful business, sir. Cap. Little haircut action. D3 versus, I know. They're having flashbacks last night. At least the fans were. Not the players, but the fans. Oh, maybe the play. What year was that? What year was that Steph Curry shit? Nah. That was too long ago. So far they've been full games, yes, bro. Time consuming, yeah. They have been full games. And this is my 4th one, and yeah, they're making you play the whole thing. Not ideal. That was 2015. Yeah, these dudes weren't even in the league. Afton. Afton won't give a shit. Sosa is gonna be the one more annoyed than anything. It'll be Sosa that'll be hurt. Afton don't give a shit. And if this was for, yeah, it's 8 different games. You get a Dark Matter playoff player for each one, and at the end of it, you get a go piece for the festival. Yeah, new challenges dropped. It's a Dark Matter Harden, a Dark Matter Cade Cunningham, Dark Matter AJ Mitchell, Dark Matter Jackson Hayes, a couple of cards. A Thunderstorm the track, Storm Chasers. He's in an IRL Twister Chase. In the back of the pickup. Chasing storms. Wow. K-Dub was good, yo. It's challenges time and free gold pieces. Yeah, people complained last time it was like in the exchange or whatever. So this time they're giving you the cards for free and they're giving you a gold piece. Yeah, they switched it up. Did you hear about the storm we had? Afton did? Did you hear about the storm we had? It's crazy. I mean, Afton, I might have heard of it if I lived in Oklahoma. In Oklahoma? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. That's exactly where I thought he'd be. Is so wild. What are you trying to say, man? $47th rank in education? That can't be right. Is that true? Talk about education. I gotta go scoop the kids in a little bit. Not yet, but Brandon had a fucking field trip today. I think they went bowling. Bro didn't even take a lunch box or a fucking book back to school today. He was gonna eat pizza or whatever. Lowest performing states in the U.S. for public education, typically placing between 47th and 50th overall. Holy shit, bro. What's going on in Oklahoma? It must be because they're scared of the thunder. They lose brain cells when them shits lands. Their bodies just fucking, they're too scared, bro. They can't focus in school when they gotta focus on the fucking storms. Imagine being in class and all fucking the world is ending outside. Yeah, you can't focus, bro. You don't care about what fucking 2 + 2 is. Motherfucker, how do I stay alive? Yeah, you get your players back, Nacho. Yeah. If you hit your left stick over the exhibition, you might have like game changer like cards to be able to speed up the exhibition. So sometimes you'll even have the ones that allow you to complete it right away and you don't gotta wait. But yeah, you'll get your players back. But the Thunder doing good though. Them dudes are imported from other states and other countries like SGA. They weren't raced in they weren't raced over there, bro. They already came with the elevated IQ from the other states. they came solid, man. 2 hours. Somebody said it was 3. I don't know. It's full length games. It's 8 of them. So I would think it's more like 3 hours. Like 2.5, probably 2.5 hours. Imported like beer from Mexico. Corona virus. Canada and Germany. Yeah, Hartenstein. I'm sure they got other countries too, right? The rest of the guys can't be. I know Lou Dort is Canadian as well. They gotta have some other country in there. Spurs got France. Where's Biombo from? Where's Biombo and where's Cornet from? Cornet and Biombo, where they from? Cornet might be American as hell. Turn me up, Sly. Congo? Yeah, it might be actually. It actually might be. Dun, 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 dun. Cornet, who knows? Julian Champagne. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else that's from somewhere else. $100 Hakeem, he's good as hell, bro. 100 Hakeem is good as hell. One more quarter, and then we're halfway through the challenges. 40 legends. How much you think? I wouldn't give him legends to try to upsell his price tag. It's not gonna go for much. I got like 250K for my base, and then I saw one with a bunch of legends go for the same. There's too many. The market is too flooded with him. I wouldn't waste my badges trying to get an extra 20-30,000 MT. It's not worth it. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't waste my badges. If you want to do it, to see if you get a little bit extra, but then you got to make sure you're not ending around any other 40 legend Hakeems. Philippines, there you go. His mother's side, right? From his mother's side? Yeah, the thing is that you can get hold. I'm telling you, this happens to people on stream. We both have posted the same card, and I've gotten 100,000 more from mine base, and they've gotten way less with a bunch of legends. Like, the market is just up and down. It's all random. It's all timing, really, at this point. Now, if you were to like pull a brand new 100 overall that's like a top tier card, or even an invincible, and max him out, then that would get you extra value there. But I don't know how much for a Hakeem. When you didn't exactly like that right there, that I put in a bid an hour and a half prior to him ending. I didn't even know he had 40 legends, and then nobody bid me, outbid me for it, and I got him for a good deal. Now he's going for fucking 4 mil plus 5 mil, and I got a deal on him, and this was a week ago. And I'm telling you, the market is just weird. Exactly. I fucking bought Chet Holmgren with 40, and I didn't know he had 40 legends. I thought I was just bidding on a base Chet Holmgren. Nope. 40 legends. And nobody bid for a whole hour and a half. The Thunder trade. Nah, hell nah, Brandon. You're tripping. They're not getting Giannis. Prediction: who wins and how many games between San Antonio and OKC? I mean, I think the Knicks win. I don't know how many games. I don't see the Thunder Spurs series going less than 6. So that was like either 6 or 7 games. So that one's gonna go all the way. The Knicks, that one's more of a toss-up. I had the Knicks winning, but the Cavaliers are more than capable. So that one might also be 6 or 7. I don't think the Knicks are gonna be able to gentleman sweep or nothing, you know, versus the Cavaliers, especially in Cleveland. So that one will be either 4-2 or it goes 7 as well. For dinner tonight, no idea. $2K the new site is snatching his chain. I mean, it's like anything else, right? At some point, someone's gonna come along and try to do it better. You gotta just, they can find a way to provide something different. I still like 2KDB. If OKC loses game 2, it's gonna be so hard to take game 2, bro. If they pull it off, it's just gonna be really hard. If they're able to pull that off, that's gonna be insane. Man, the conversations are gonna get weird. If they lose both home games to start off the series in the conference finals to the Spurs, it's gonna get uncomfortable. 25 points. Okay. Fox is out. He was out last game. I think Fox will be back for the next game. 440. Wait, at 4 a.m. you saw Coop go for 612 base, and then at 440 with 3 legends, one right after it. That's what I'm saying. The market is just fucking weird. And it's just so many different cards, depending who's on at what time. It's just like that. That's what it's going to be. It's up and down. Somebody might overpay for some shit with no legends, and then you might get a fucking deal, which is what happened to me with chat, with max legends or even extra legends. It's just random. Waffle House? I ain't never been, OJ. I've never been to the Waffle House. If you're losing to them without Fox, then you're most likely losing to them with Fox. I don't view it that way, bro. Every game takes on its own identity. Don't view it that way. At the end of the day, there's only 5 players on the floor at the same time. So if Fox is out there, it means that Dylan Harper's not out there. You know what I mean? Or it means that somebody that was performing really good for you is getting less minutes. Though, so you can't view it like that. You know what I mean? Harper just had a legendary performance for a rookie, for a 20-year-old, right? Maybe if Fox was out there, Fox wouldn't have been performing at the level that Harper was performing, you know? So you can't, don't view it that way. Now, do I rather have Fox, like, for him to be available and play? Hell yeah, bro. They're gonna need Fox. Absolutely, I'd rather have Fox. But yeah, don't view it that way. Don't view it that way, because Fox could come back next game, and if they lose, then the narrative is, oh, they're better without Fox. And that's just not true, you know? Caruso, career game. J-Dub had a really good game and still lost. I know, but here's the thing. Are they going to be able to keep Chet Holmgren as unproductive? 8 points only. I don't think so. I think Chet Holmgren has a better game. SGA is going to have a way better game. I mean, if SGA has another stinker like that, go ahead. Go and give back the MVP. At that point, give it to Wemby. No way Shea has another 7 out of 23 fucking performance. So, you know. But then at the same time, it's going to get balanced. Because, okay, Chet is going to play better. Right? Chet is going to play better. SGA is going to play better. But then now you get the same 20 plus from J-Dub. You're not going to get the Caruso. So it's just that it's all going to balance. It's going to balance back, you know? It's like, okay, now you're not getting fucking that. You're not getting 8 made threes from Caruso. You're not going to get that next game. So it's like, okay, SGA is going to play better, but it's going to be offset by the fact that now you're not getting this production over here. So that's why I said that every game takes on its own like identity. Every game is just different. It's the same reason why the Cavaliers went into Detroit and got the job done. Then they come home to Cleveland, but they couldn't do it. because that game just wasn't going their way. All the momentum was Detroit, and they could never overcome that. But then now you got a game 7 back in Detroit, and they go over there and they fucking wipe the floor with them. Nah, Wemby changes too many shots. Wemby is the defensive fucking the game changer, bro. It's unfair having that dude on the floor on the defensive side, but here we are. You got to deal with it. A lifesaver for sure. I know, but all right. I know 11 turnovers is terrible, right? But then it's also getting offset. He had 11 assists. And he had some big clutch buckets that matter. That dunk that he had on SGA, boom, that's a little backbreaker. He had, let me see what Castle ended up doing. I know that 11 turnovers is terrible. I'm not justifying it at all. But I'm also going to point out that he did have 11 assists. He had 6 rebounds. And he didn't shoot good at all, but he still put up 17 points. He didn't shoot the ball good. And then what he did defensively, the shit that you really can't see. You know what I mean? Which is, it matters. All those minutes on SGA and whoever else, like, that shit matters. Oh, they were really bad. The Cornet minutes were scary. I kept tweeting about it. Every single time I'm like, no, bro, no, I don't want to watch this. Like, I was just, like, scared for my life. I was like, no, man, this is not what I want to see. What up, Cactus Jack? I'm chilling, man. How you doing? Oubre is not bad. I got to see what's up. I'm getting him now after this game. I would have been done, but I was bullshitting, and then I went into the freestyle session with the cards that Chris made. Hey boys, if you haven't already hit that sub button, man, yeah, subscribe to the channel. We're 17 subs away from that 58,100, man. Chet all season hasn't just doesn't play good against the Spurs. SGA had one good game against them all season. They have bodies that make it tough for him. Spurs also have the mental leverage too. No, the mental leverage they've been had. They've been had it since the regular season. The moment that they started saying, like when SGA admitted that they were a better team, that was big to me. I'm like, you do not admit that in the regular season when you're probably gonna meet up in the conference finals, which is what we're dealing with now. SGA should have never said that. Oh, when a team beats you 3 out of 4 times, they're the better team or whatever. He should have never said that. Although it's true, he shouldn't have said it. They're all full games so far. Yeah, I haven't. I mean, you could get the requirement like, man, I gotta score 25 of the play, but it doesn't end, so you gotta play that shit through. Feel like Shea don't believe that, but he does though. He does though. If a player like him says it, because you know Shea is cerebral, same way Wemby is. If you say it, it's because he believed that shit, bro. He didn't say that shit. You can't say that just to say that. That's not a mind game thing. They weren't gonna see them for a minute anymore. That was when already it was settled. Like yeah, bro. He felt that shit in his fucking soul that they're matched up against a team that currently was playing better than them. So he meant that shit, and that's the problem. That's where the mental leverage comes in. Look at what happens now. Like, look at what happens now. SGA comes out, puts up an all-time shitty stinker in the playoffs. A 30% game at home on the night he gets crowned back-to-back fucking MVP. Chet Holmgren with a stinker, and then you go and look at the shit. It's like Castle had 11 turnovers. They didn't have De'Aaron Fox, and they still beat you. Yeah, bro, they got your number. They got your number. Well, it's gonna be like that. Because that's what they did. He didn't like playing them in the regular season, bro. He's got to deal with 6'7" Castle, and he got to deal with 6'6" fucking Harper. And then De'Aaron Fox is not a pushover defensively too. He's been known to get his hands in the cookie jar. Like De'Aaron Fox is one of the top steal fucking statistically players in the league. It's a nightmare fucking for SGA. And then it's not like you can't get into the paint versus them. And when you do accomplish it, you work so hard to get there. Who the fuck? You have the safety net waiting for you, bro. You're doing a double take every time, like offensively, especially for Shea's game. Hence why you're seeing him take step back threes. It's a problem. They match up too well against them. It's bad, bro. It's bad. It's bad, yo. It's bad. the Thunder have their work cut out for them, and I don't know what they're gonna do offensively. I don't think they have the answers. I'm sorry. And Chet Holmgren, he is gonna play better, but ultimately he is not gonna play better than Wemby. That's just not gonna happen. So although Chet could play better, because God, the bar was set so low, it's just not gonna match Wemby at all. And I don't think Castle has another 11 turnover game, and that's an anomaly. That's the most ever in a I mean, probably in playoff history. 11 turnovers is wicked. They got big bodies. Carter Bryant, too. Just the few minutes that he is going to play on him, it's just another big body. That shit is hell, bro. I wouldn't want to be SGA in this series. Okay. Take it to the drawing board. Let's go X's and O's. Real shit. What are you going to do to get him off the ball? There was one play where it worked out in his favor. It was the play where he gets the blow by on, and that's because it's a late game scenario, and they were talked about. It's like, don't leave any shooters open. If we get beat by it too, we go to overtime. So that's why Wemby didn't come off. Like, he didn't sag off of Chet Holmgren. They could have won the game if Chet Holmgren, if Wemby rotates off of Chet. SGA either might not make the pass, or it gets deflected, or he fucking tries to fucking go for the layup and gets blocked, right? So they could have won the game earlier there if Wemby but the game plan was, we're not giving up a three. So that was the one time he got a blow by, and then it was another time that it was on the quick breaks. They sent two dudes to the corners quickly in transition, which is really weird. Like, it was just like drawn up that way. So two dudes just dead ass went on a dead sprint to both corners. So the defense was forced to get spread out really, like, more than they had all game. And then the SGA was able to operate. But that shit happened once all game, right? Like, and I'm sure the Spurs are going to look at the footage and be like, we can't have this happen again. And I'm pretty sure Mitch called the timeout because he was frustrated with it. I'm pretty sure Mitch called the timeout on that play because he was frustrated when he saw it. Yeah, it's already gonna be one. All right, Stephon Castle's listed at 6'6". Big fucking deal, bro. 6'6". He's a big body though, bro. He plays like he's a bigger Drew Holiday. I keep calling him that, bro. He's a more athletic, bigger Drew Holiday. Think about what the fuck I'm saying. That's what more athleticism, like. Don't let up. Yeah, that was I think that was the play I was talking about. He lost his shit. Oh no, that was the breakdown. That was the one where it's a two-man game in the corner and he needs to guard two, and he didn't give a second effort and run out to the corner on Lou Dort, I'm pretty sure, and they get a three off, and then he gets heated because Harper was doing that little fake, I'm going over there, like, because I think you're gonna shoot a shit instead of actually committing to the contest. That was the play. That's the one you're talking about. No, I was talking about a different play. Yeah, you're talking about the one that it was a two-man pass on the fucking hash and the so basically it was right here and it was Lou Dort right here in this corner, and then Harper's at the hash. Yeah. I remember that play. He called the timeout instantly because it was just a effort scenario. Yeah, that was an opportunity to teach right there. It's like, yo, you can't have brain dead possessions defensively where you just sag off. Even if it's a shit shooter. What up, Wolf? He did not box out Dort. No, that wasn't even the issue. It was the second effort. It was the second effort on the hash. He didn't get out to contest him. He kind of did and then stayed on the man here. But the dude with the balls over there in the corner about to shoot a wide open three. Yeah. No, the not boxing out is what led to the rebound. But then the rebound isn't really what, I mean, because that happens. You are gonna give up offensive rebounds. It was the non-contest is what I think fucking got him to then. It was the not boxing out compounded by the fucking non-contest. So you don't box out and then you don't fucking contest. I mean, he was low-key fucking on an island, though. He was forced to guard 2 there. I probably would have done the same shit. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. Harper had a great game, though. Chet needs to guard Wemby for the rest of the series. Why is he not? Why is he not guarding him? I don't understand it. That's their best hope of, like, one. Maybe Chet commits some offensive fouls. Maybe he just makes it tough on him. I mean, is he not a defensive player of the year candidate? What are we doing? The game plan can't be fucking J-Dub and Lou Dort and Alex Caruso. They were getting babied all night. Caruso was talking so much shit because he had it going just to lose. I love it. He looks nervous when he's on him. Yeah, I think Chet don't want to smoke a Wemby. And the problem is that, like, if the shot is not dropping and he's like the percentage is ass, he's gonna feel like he's hurting his team, right? So just put it this way: Chet Holmgren gets the ball and he fucking puts his head down and gets blocked or just misses the shot. Okay, comes down a couple possessions later, gets a midi or a 3 and it bricks. Okay, puts his head down again, attacks and doesn't get the call or whatever. Boom, that's already like 3-4 misses. That now he's starting to feel the confidence is not there. Wemby's in his head. Wemby at the other end is probably scoring, and then that's it, bro. At some point, you don't want that field goal to say fucking that, you know, 2 for 13. You don't want that. You don't want to be the guy on the team shooting 2 for 13. So that's what happens. But he needs to. He needs to try to put pressure on Wemby. He has to. He has to try to put pressure on Wemby. And he needs to guard him. I don't care what anyone says. Chet Holmgren needs to be the man guarding him, bro. It needs to be a big-on-big matchup. The Vassell block was fire. My favorite block of the night, obviously the last one from Wemby to secure the game, but my favorite block was the one where J-Dub, who was that, the Vassell one? I don't know who it was. I think it was Devin Vassell. It was the block on J-Dub where they get a rebound secured, and they secure the rebound and push up super quick, and he goes on a full sprint because he sees that Wemby's not back. He sees Wemby's not back, and he tries to take advantage and put pressure at the rim, and somebody comes out of nowhere with a fucking pin down, chase down block. And I'm like, bro, beautiful. I don't remember who. I think it was Devin Vassell that got that block too. That was early in the game. I'm pretty sure it was the first or the second quarter. It was one of those places like, no, even when Wemby is not here to back, like, we're still gonna fucking go for it. It was Vassell. Okay, yeah, that was one of my favorite fucking plays of the game. Yeah, because I'm like, damn, it's a smart thing to try to attack when Wemby's not there, but I hated it. I'm like, what a little ratty bitch. Like, what a little pussy. I felt like, what a little pussy. You know what I mean? Taking it, which is smart. You're trying to take advantage on a break because Wemby's not back yet. But then he got fucking chased down. Can they keep that energy up an entire series? I mean, they had to. Shit. The OKC's going to have to match that energy and some if they're going to be able to win. Yeah, they're both young teams. They have to. There's no. Yeah, bro. Plus, remember, they're deep. They're deep, so they're able to swap out their guys. And then they did that yesterday without Fox. Castle and Wemby were exhausted. Yeah, but that's yo, Eddie, I appreciate the sub. Remember, that's a double overtime game, and you got to remember that Castle and these boys, they played extended minutes because of the double OT, and they didn't have Fox. So Fox will alleviate some of that pressure. However, the Wemby shit is concerning because Cornet minutes were ass. But I don't think we see a double overtime game again. You know what I mean? Double OT? No. And they already got game 1, so. Now you're playing chess. You know what I mean? Now you're playing chess. Let's say that game 2 kind of gets ugly or you can't really mock it up the same way. and they kind of run away with it, and then now you got to strategize. Maybe in the fourth quarter, you rest the guys, and you think, okay, we already got the job done. We stole one. Now we go home, and we got to secure both games at home. You know, now it's a chess game. Now you did what you had to do. You stole one on the road. If they get game 2, the series is over. They can't fucking. I mean, OKC cannot afford to lose game 2. So it's now it's a chess game. But yeah, as far as the energy, why would they not be able to match keep up the energy, bro? They're the youngest team in the league. they're the youngest team in the league, bro. If anybody can, it's them. You know, and that's the kind of shit that's gonna take from OKC to be able to beat them. OKC's gonna have to match the energy and more, which I didn't think they did last night. To be honest, I thought Caruso really bailed them out with the quality threes and the high percentage of threes. That game wouldn't have been close if Caruso doesn't have the night that he had. So, and again, I think the game is fuck Caruso. The game is not as bad as it is if Castle doesn't give him 11 turnovers. 11 turnovers is insanity. That's 11 possessions you didn't get a shot off. Like, what? 11 offensive possessions that you didn't get off. Like, it's terrible. Off of one guy alone. Yeah, Castle, and it's crazy because at the halftime, that's literally what he said. He's like, "Oh, I feel like we could have been up more if we took care of the ball." So second half, yeah, we got to clean that up. We're gonna clean that up. He didn't clean it up. He kept turning that shit over, which I mean, it's what OKC does though. OKC is known for turning people over. That's how they win games. Boogie Cousins blames Chet Holmgren for the game 1 loss. I put this on Chet. You have to step up and accept that challenge. He fucked this. I agree. I put a lot of the weight on Chet Holmgren, but I don't put it on Chet. I don't put it on Chet because by choice. I put it on Chet by game planning. So more on the team and on the coaching staff, because they thought that the game plan was to put Lou Dort, J-Dub, and Caruso on him to make Wemby uncomfortable. That shit didn't work. That's not the strategy. That's not the Wemby that's not year 1 Wemby. It's not. You're not playing year 1 Victor Wembanyama. He's gonna fucking do it to you in the worst way, and they allowed it to happen. Why Chet Holmgren is not the primary matchup? Beats me. Now when y'all are calling him the, defensive player of the year candidate, he's one of the best rim protectors and blah blah blah. Okay, so why is he not guarding Wemby? Oh yeah, AJ Mitchell was non-existent. That's why I think next game. I mean, bro, could it be more fireworks in this game? No, because that's a double OT game with fucking crazy ass performances. But next game is gonna be, it's just gonna be such a different identity next game. Because Chet Holmgren can't play as bad again. Shea can't play that bad again. Castle's not gonna have 11 turnovers. Fox is back in the mix. AJ Mitchell's not going for only 4 points. So it's just like next, Julian's got to be better for the Spurs next game too. Julian Champagne's going to be better next game. Kind of felt scripted? Nah, hell no, not at all. Fuck no, bro. That shit was too scrambled for it to be scripted. 2-time MVP SGA had 7 for 23. That shit is definitely not scripted. Anthony, it's not even that, bro. It's not even that. The game is simple for him, bro. He's just taller and better than everyone. So it's like if the double team comes and I can't split it, the pass is there. He's a willing passer. He's just gonna dot that shit every time. He's got shooters. He's got Devin Vassell and fucking Champagne on the roster. Now when Fox comes back, that's another shooter. And then Harper and Castle are fucking willing and capable shooters too. Oh, the scripted game plan. Oh, yeah. No, but again, bad coaching. Yeah, that was. They probably felt like they've seen success with that, and if they get really physical with him, they'll throw him off his game. But if it's not working, dog, you need to put Chet Holmgren on him. Chet Holmgren's a big body, wingspan, agile. Like he could. I'm calling it right now. Wemby's not gonna have that big a game again if Chet is the primary. No way. He will still hoop, but Chet should be on Wemby. Wemby's not popping off like that on Chet Holmgren. A parlay? Nah, I don't. Rebounds that should have went out. Mongo.
and all the other times that he should have grabbed passes that were turnovers that he was getting fouled on and they didn't call. It's just it's an unfair alien on the court, bro. There's nothing you could do with it. Why do you think that they don't call all the holds and all that shit? Because it would be every fucking play. The game would be unwatchable. But technically, the way that Wemby's getting guarded, since he can't do nothing with him, they would dead ass have to call a foul every single play. No bullshit. So then the only ones you're seeing called are the obvious ones. The ones where he's like catching the ball and they shove him in the back and he leans forward, and if you don't call it, he traveled, but you're forced to call it because it's a fucking, you look at the replay, you're gonna see a fucking shorter dude just shove him in the back because he can't do nothing. So like you're only seeing those, but you're not seeing all the ones where they're dead ass holding onto him, tugging on him, dragging him down because they know that fucking pass is coming, and once he got that ball in there, you can't do shit with it. So prior to the ball getting to his hands, he's getting harassed and fouled, but they can't call that because it's an unwatchable game at that point. He might just go off on Chet too. He'll get his numbers, but it won't be that night, bro. It won't be a night where he's, dog, he had 9 offensive rebounds. Chet, bro, you need a guard. If Chet is on him, Wemby's not getting 9 because he's automatically, he's going to have to start using his brain a little bit more because that's a bigger body. That's a 7'1" big with fucking tall arms. You're not giving up 9 offensive rebounds if Chet is there boxing him, if Chet is the one guarding him. But he's fucking dealing with Caruso, J-Dub, and fucking Dort. What do you think's gonna happen? He's out here fucking just tipping the ball and playing ping pong with the fucking backboard. You gotta put Chet on him. Oh, yeah. 100%. If dude, I called it. The last play, which by the way, I thought it was a clean swipe down from Caruso on the Castle lob. You don't call that foul there, right? But if it's SGA going for that lob instead of Castle, I promise you, SGA is going to the line. Now the Spurs would have challenged it and they would have won, but it would have been called a foul. I guarantee it right there. SGA, the same way that Castle, whatever, on that last play, if it's SGA and not Castle, oh, whistle's getting blown. I guarantee it. That's 100% facts. If that's SGA with that 0.7 lob to the rim and Caruso comes in, 100%, he going to the line. I agree. I'm glad they swallowed the whistle. They should have, though. Right there, if you're talking about the line at the end of the game was 0.7, yeah, I feel like you don't let the game be decided there like that. And plus, Caruso made a good play on the ball. You know, the contact is going to be there. It's fine. But I'm just saying, that same play with SGA being the intended receiver, that's getting called a foul. No doubt about it. I mean, Ozzy, that's kind of out of their control. Because if your job is to call the right play, and if your job requires you to win the game for someone by making the right play, they're gonna blow the whistle, right? Because imagine you can look at it the opposite way, right? You swallowing your whistle in a moment where you should fucking blow the whistle, you might just win the game for the other team that doesn't deserve to win it. You get what I mean? Like a missed call is just as bad as a call that you make that's wrong. You know what I mean? They're both the same shit. A missed call and a bad call, it has the same effect. A missed call and a bad call, it's the same outcome. It's the same effect. You know what I mean? The only thing is, though, that a missed call you can't challenge. A bad call you can. So I'd rather a bad call be made so we could challenge it. You know what I mean? You biased as fuck. I'm talking about the hold on Chet for the game-winning tipping. Even the announcer said Wemby got lucky they didn't call it. I'm biased as fuck. Brother, you can't call that. You can't call that. Because Wemby's been getting held all game is what I'm trying to tell you. It's literally what I'm trying to tell you. You can't call that. It's the playoffs. If Wemby's not getting all the calls he should be getting, you think they're going to fucking then call a fucking holding foul on Wemby on Chet? That's not going to happen.
It's just what it is. It's not going to happen. Of course not. Because then you're winning the game by doing the call when it matters, but you didn't get all the other calls right. That's the problem. You can't call that. That's the whole point I'm trying to say. You can't call that, bro. It's okay to cheat to win. Brother, if you think the fucking Thunder deserved a win last night, you were not watching the same game as all of us. First and foremost. Chet Holmgren played like a bitch, bro. Chet Holmgren played soft. It's the playoffs. They're going to allow contact, bro. I hope you know that. I hope you know that. And I wasn't even bitching about like the way, but it's the truth. They're officiating OKC the same way they always do. The only difference is they're playing a team that matches their intensity defensively. That's the only difference. Otherwise, this shit would be unwatchable. Because they're doing the same shit. How do you think Castle got 11 fucking turnovers, bro? Oh yeah, they're all clean strips. Really? You don't think there's contact and a bunch of fucking reaching and hacking and fouling going on? Of course there is. But it's cool. It's playoff basketball. We're going to play through it. But at the other end, we're going to do, okay, cool. But now since it's for the game, we got to call the foul on Wemby. No, we haven't called that shit all game. We're not calling that. We haven't. We've allowed you guys to play all game. Now we're going to blow the whistle? That's not cheating. It's just how the game was being officiated. It was the same way on both sides. Literally. You can't call that there if you haven't been calling it for Wemby all game. You can't. There's fouls that... Ozzy, do you remember the play? Dog, there was like 4 or 5 fouls. Guys, go back and watch that play. There's like 4 or 5... It was the one where I think it was Harper that shot it. And Chet Holmgren clearly swipes down and fouls him at the end of the shot clock, and he goes to the line for 2. And it was just like, I don't know how the Spurs held on to the possession. There was like 4 or 5 fouls on that play. You could have called the foul 4 or 5 times on that play, and they didn't. They waited till the last second before the shot clock expired to call the shooting foul. That one, that play, if you think that whole sequence was, oh yeah, 50-50 ball, loose ball, bullshit. The Spurs got control of the possession the whole time, and they're somehow managing to not turning the ball over, and they're getting fouled every single play. They're getting fouled every single play. Oh, we're not going to talk about it because, oh, they got the fucking foul call at the end when it mattered. No, because that was 4 or 5 missed calls. That's the way the game was being officiated. And they waited till it was a shooting foul in order to call this shit. But they missed 4 to 5 calls. So what are we doing? They're letting the game be physical. They're letting the players decide the game. But then now at the end of the game, oh yeah, well, no, we got to call that shit on Wemby. No, we don't. Because that's how the game was being officiated. And that's what I'm saying too. Bro, I'm not unrealistic. I'm not expecting Wemby to get the foul call on the short. Bro, listen to me. On the short roll, free throw extended, Wemby on a post up, he's getting grabbed, tugged, everything before the ball gets to him to try to move on out the position to try to, and they did get turnovers on doing that. He's getting fouled every single time. I'm not expecting him to call that. I'm not expecting it. I'm expecting Wemby to play through it. I know they're not going to give him that call. They're not going to give him that. But that's a foul every time. And that's okay. So at the other end, I'm not going to fucking sit here and be like, oh yeah, they should have called the foul. No, I can't do that. That's crazy. That's like, oh yeah, bro, I deserve to lose because this and that. Okay, but wait, what about all the other times I got hold? So that's why, hell no. Let the players decide that shit, bro. We need AI refs? No, bro. It's the referees did a good job last night. And not because the Spurs won, but because it was called evenly on both sides. That's it. That's all it was. It was just called evenly on both sides. And Chet Holmgren, he needs to be more aggressive. 8 points? That's on him. Guys. I'm looking at it now. Hold on. Guys, look, bro. Look. Remember, the game went into double OT, so it's an incredible game. Nobody got hold here. Look. They got killed on the glass, bro. Guys, they got killed on the glass. 46 to 31 defensive rebounds. All right. And then offensive rebounds, 15 to 9. That's a six offensive rebound differential. All right. OKC managed to hit 4 more threes. They made 17 out of 45. The Spurs shot 13 out of 43. So advantage OKC, okay? 38% opposed to 30%. So OKC got them beat shooting threes, which they're not a good 3-ball shooting team. Again, that's what I said. Caruso, dead ass, kept them in it. Caruso doesn't play like that. These dudes lose by 20, all right? Hold on, Lacey calling me. Hold on. Where's the main one I wanted to see, bro? I want to see how many free throws were attempted. That's the one I want to see. Oh, here it is. 27. Bro, these dudes were knocked down at the free throw line. 27 out of 29. They shot 10 more free throws. But I already know where that's coming. That's Wemby. The free throw differential is coming off of Wemby. That's all. How many did SGA shoot, though? I want to see how many SGA shot. Hold on. All right, free throws. Wemby shot 12 out of 13. 12 out of 13 free throws for Wemby. SGA shot 9. So I mean, dude, the game was officiated fairly, bro. Castle really, bro. Castle already had 11 turnovers. That is terrible, man. That is so fucking bad. And he shot 5 for 14. That's terrible too. They just figured out a way. Bench production for the Spurs, a total of 16 points. 3 points from Carter Bryant in 14 minutes, and Keldon Johnson gave him 13 points in 22 minutes. That's it. Cornette only played 9 minutes, didn't score once, 0 for 1 field goal. 3 rebounds. That's it. No bench production was 16 points total for the Spurs. You want to know the bench production for the Thunder? 31 points for Caruso, 8 points for Cason Wallace, 7 points for Jared McCain, and 4 points for AJ Mitchell. Chet Holmgren played 41 minutes and attempted 7 total shots, bro. Chet Holmgren played 41 minutes and attempted 7 total shots. He had 8 points. It's no excuse, man. 7 field goal attempts, bro. And he was 2 for 4 from the outside. Why is he keep getting the volume up? You're 50% from 3. Keep shooting. MLB, I don't. Yeah, I know, because then Harper's off the bench, but I want to see. I mean, Keldon was fine. I want to see Julian have a better game. I need Julian Champagny to be that pressure from the perimeter. He needs to hit threes, man. Devin Vassell hit some big ones, some timely ones. J-Dub played good. I agree. I think if Chet Holmgren goes for 16-18, they win that game. That just might force Wemby to maybe not be in the paint so much or things of that nature. You know what I mean? Kind of open up the game a little bit more for everybody else. But Chet Holmgren, I mean, was a no-show. That was a no-show last night. I love it. Good shit, Wemby. You know he's showing up. NBC fucked up and put the Lakers versus Denver score on the screen. I did not see that. Huge 3 yesterday, making 97, 95. I don't think he played too bad yesterday. Yeah, I just want to see him be that super aggressive version of himself that is just, you know, unconscious, just jack that hoe up and them shits are dropping. You know, I feel like they need that. They need that. A lot of the other guys, they're willy shooters, but they're more hesitant, you know? Like Castle will hesitate a little bit before he shoots it. He'll still look for something else first, or even Harper. He might look for something else before taking an open 3. Julian, that's where the unconscious comes from. He's looking to take that 3. He wants to take that quick 3. That's what and Vassell too, and Devin Vassell. But Devin was doing this. I just want Champagny to be on that, you know, on demon timing. Like looking, come off the screen, quick 3, bah. Yeah, I mean, the biggest, I know that the Spurs kind of adapt on the fly. I want to see what the game plan is for the Thunder. That's what I'm more intrigued by what they're going to do. I think they're going to come out with a solid game plan to try to limit Wemby. I mean, they won't be able to limit him defensively unless they get him in foul trouble, but I want to see how they try to limit him offensively. And if they do, who on the Spurs is going to step up? Oh, never mind. It wasn't Kelly Oubre that I was working on. I was working on Deuce McBride. I need 3 more and I'm done. I think we got robot refs soon. Remember they have like the replay center and everything involved in shit now. They got the shit where you could challenge plays. OKC didn't win in San Antonio this season and lost each game by double digits. Let's see how the next game goes. They got plenty of time now to game plan. They know that OKC is gonna play way more desperate. They're gonna, you know, backs against the wall. If the Spurs somehow pull it off, man, oh my. I know they're fucking long as hell, long challenges, but whatever. It's a go piece. Yeah, these playoff cards, they should have dropped some 100s. I don't understand why we got all Dark Matters. It's kind of lame. Getting the gold piece was their way around a 100 player. I know, but that's still whack. That's still whack. Yeah, or the fact that you don't got to exchange to get a 100 player. Yeah, that's whack. On these challenges, I feel that. And I'm doing it just because fuck it, there's something to do. Why not? Actually took a page from the LA game plan. They just have the better cast to really make the impact to turn into a win. I just love the way that they're guarding SGA. And you saw how A-Dub was like, fuck that, fuck the game plan. And I'm like, no, you don't go away. You don't go away from the game plan, especially when you're on the road and it's a close game. You can pull it out the mud. Because I know Caruso was making them pay, but I'm like, brother, I like the game plan. Like, I liked it. Even when he was making them like pay, I'm like, I still like the game plan. I'm like, don't fold now, stick to it, because it could ultimately pay off. And he did miss a couple of threes there when it kind of mattered. So yeah, like I understood though, 'cause he was fucking lighting them up, but I'm like, I'd rather that than the efficient game from SGA. That's what I'm saying, and he's not shooting like that again. And even in the game where he did shoot like that, there was some timely misses. Like, you know what I mean? There was some clutch moments where he didn't deliver. So that starts like, you stick to the game plan. He had a tremendous game. You tip your hat to him. If he ultimately ends up beating you, then you clap and it's like, all right, we'll game plan differently next game. But he didn't. He didn't ultimately make you pay. You didn't pay the ultimate consequence, which was a loss. So game plan executed. Hartenstein barely played. What does he give them? Right? What does he give them? How do you play Hartenstein in this series? He's not a stretch. You already have a big out there in Chet Holmgren. It's a dude that they can sag off. And Wemby, the problem is that Wemby's already sitting paint. So Hartenstein is the issue to have on the floor for OKC. To make Wemby more tired because of how physical he is. I don't think that shit matters, bro. Wemby's gonna play whoever's on the floor the same way. Yeah, you can be more physical. He's not giving you anything, bro. It's the problem. He only played when Cornette played, yeah, to match the Cornette minutes because that's when it makes sense to have him on the floor. Yeah, so it's rough. I understand the thought process though, what you said to like wear him out and get him tired. It's just not gonna be as effective as you think, you know. Would you rather be the Wizards GM? Come on now, bro. The GM all day, bro. They just got fucking the #1 pick and shit, bro. They chilling. They got AD. They got Trey. They got Saw. They got some young talent. What kind of a question? Waterboy is crazy. Ready for serious physical play? I mean, I feel like they already had experienced that though in the regular season. Obviously not at this level, but it's just like just how they're built. You know that they're ready for it. You know, there's teams where that's the question. That was never a question with the Spurs. Like they got those big guards. They play team defense, and then they got the safety net down there. And you can get as physical as you want with Wemby, but he's already shown he could play through it. You know. And yes, he sent out a warning shot with the Nas Reed elbow, but that's almost like putting the league on notice on some like, yo, what do you expect me to do? Why? That's why he didn't get fined and shit, because there was shit leading up to it. There's the fucking, you see the hold from, he's getting tugged on his shirt, and you see what fucking Jaden McDaniels is doing at that exact moment. He's literally holding his whole fucking wrist and holding his whole elbow, both arms. What's he supposed to do? Trying to protect the ball. He should have kept Poku. What was Poku gonna do though in this series though, realistically? Where's Poku at? He not even in the league anymore, or he overseas? What's up with him? More physical? Nah, they're just as physical. The Thunder are really remember, bro, the Thunder get away with a lot of fouls and shit, bro. And they're especially from their guards, their wings, they foul a lot, they hack a lot. But the Spurs are built for that shit, bro. If anything, Wemby, because they kept, you know, they were the way that Wemby was being guarded. Sure. I'll give you that it prepared Wemby even more for what's to come, but not the rest of the team. Not the rest of the team. It was more like Wemby. Forza is fun. I saw some gameplay. It looks cool. It looks cool. Oh, that's right. Portland and Danny and shit. Danny, Drew. They had big boy Donovan Clingan. They did play physical. They did. I remember head down Denny. Yeah. Downhill Denny is what they were calling him. Yeah. You're right. I don't think Wemby plays like that again. That was too much. I mean, that was just all time. But again, I don't think he needs to have that big of an offensive night. You know what I mean? The impact defensively is gonna be there. That's a staple. It's my alarm. Make sure I'm picking up the kids. Yeah, but remember, guys, the minutes also look really bad because it was a double overtime game, bro. You know, that's an extra 10 minutes right there that were added to the total. That's why I think they got to put Chet Holmgren on him, bro. If this series is going to go 6 or 7 games, they got to put Chet Holmgren on him. They have to. And I would test OKC. I'd force them to become a jump shooting team. That shit works against them. Force them. Let me see. Let me see if you can live and die by the 3. Because you're not getting into this paint. $20-12? Nah, he'll have another big rebounding game like that again. He'll have another big rebounding game. Or he'll have a monster shot blocking game. Because they're gonna try, bro. They're gonna try different things to see if they can get him in foul trouble and this and that. So it depends on how he responds. He might have another big ass game defensively. Another big rebounding and shot blocking game. You know? So maybe not fucking 40 points, but he'll get a little 20 piece with a lot of rebounds and a shitload of blocks. Blocks and steals. My thing with Wemby is he can't get in foul trouble. Just don't get in foul trouble, which is what they're going to try to do. If all shit fails, they're going to try to play him off the floor with fouls. I mean, it worked yesterday, bro. I turned them into a 3-point shooting team all day, every day, bro. All day. I want to see Dort shoot volume 3s. I want to see SGA shoot volume 3s. I want to see Caruso keep on. Yeah, go ahead. Show me you're going to do this shit again. It's good, A-Town. Fatigued in the paint. Wemby doesn't get fatigued in the paint, bro. That's his resting spot, bro. That's the Hornet's nest right there. What are you talking about? And you can't force him to play perimeter defense. They guard as a team. He's going to hover in that paint no matter what. He's not giving up shit at the rim, bro. They're not beating them. You could have said that for last night. You never know. We could have said that about last night. Oh, that no way they're gonna win game 1 on the road. With no De'Aaron Fox. If I would have told you, see, that's the thing, bro. If I would have told you the script just like this, if I introduced this thought and put it in your head like this. All right, so game 1 of the Western Conference Finals is Spurs versus OKC. OKC is at home. On the night SGA is the MVP, and I'm gonna give you the script. De'Aaron Fox is injured with an ankle injury, so he's not playing. So you have a 20-year-old rookie getting inserted into the starting lineup. Stephon Castle is going to have 11 turnovers. Caruso is going to go for damn near 30. It's going to... Bro, you're going to be like, yeah, the Thunder are winning. I would just test them, bro. Which I feel like the Thunder, the Spurs tested them yesterday from the outside. And they were getting torched by Caruso, but I would test them. And that doesn't mean just let them shoot. I just mean like, we're not giving you nothing in the paint. The paint is primarily what we're taking away. We're going to try to, bro. That's another thing, bro. The Spurs win that game easily if they limit those turnovers. They win that game so easily, bro. So fucking easily, bro. If they have 6-7 less turnovers, that game is done in regulation. Yeah. He does that just to like, it's almost like a mental thing. Like, what the fuck going on? You know what I mean? Like, just almost to put the thought in your mind that what is this guy doing type shit. Even if he's not on you, he's just jumping on some like, you know, or you can't see the rim, right? Like that shit works, bro. It might not work on everybody, but that shit works. Got a 7'5" alien with his hands up, jumping randomly in your frame, cutting off your vision and shit. Yeah, that shit's annoying. That shit's annoying. But yeah, the turnovers were ass. The turnovers were yeah. They cleaned that up, bro. That would have been a way easier game for them. No double OT. The Eastern Conference is going to be fire. That's going to be a great series. Trust. Jared McCain over AJ Mitchell last night. McCain played minutes. They trust AJ, bro. Remember, AJ's coming off of a really good series. You trust your guys. You can't. You're saying that now because you know the outcome of how AJ didn't produce and how McCain was kind of hot. But you gotta kind of ride with what you already know. AJ Mitchell, low key, is proven. He proved it himself already. So it's just one of those things, you know. That's easy to say after the fact. Whoever got, oh yeah. Nah, but don't sleep. OKC. I mean the Knicks match up really well. They remember the Knicks beat the Spurs in the end season tournament and shit, and they match up, bro. The Knicks match up, and the Cavaliers. They're tough too, bro. They got shooters. It's a two-head snake with Donovan and Harden, and Evan Mobley is more than capable any given game. Jared Allen has had his random little nights where it's just fireworks for him. Don't sleep now. Don't sleep, bro. Sam Merrill's a shooter. Max Strus a shooter. They got Dean Wade. They're not. That's not a cakewalk, bro. It's not a cakewalk. I get it. Defensively, they're not the elite level that the Spurs or Thunder are. But don't sleep. I don't know. I'm just not sleeping on neither one of those teams, bro. They're more than capable. Nobody thought the fucking Pacers were gonna take the Thunders to 7 games last year. Nobody would have. If I would have told you how many games you think the series is going, if you said 7, you're lying. You did not think the Pacers were gonna take the Thunder 7 games. .9 with 5 minutes left. Yeah, that might be the one you got to scoop right there. That might be the one. You thought it was going to be a sweep? Exactly. Yeah, I saw the Ben Simmons shit. I saw that. South Florida Sales AC winner. He finally won. Yeah, OJ, that's probably the one you got to go for, bro. He said Wemby's a god. Wemby's different right now. Still good. I don't keep up with the Cavs. Yeah. Mobley has had some really good games. Jared Allen has been super solid for him. They've been hooping, bro. The Cavaliers have been hooping. I mean, you got to remember, they just beat the #1 seed. And they did it on the road, too. Simmons is a champion, just not an NBA champion. I don't care. The Pistons wasn't a 1 seed to me. You can't say that though, because they were. And I mean, you know what their issue is, right? Their offensive firepower. They're a really good defensive team, but they don't have the offensive firepower that the other top teams have. So yeah, they are a legit #1 seed, but in the playoffs, the weaknesses were, you know what I mean? This is kind of what they got to go through before now they could restructure and do the things that they need to do to get better and to actually be, you know, a real contender. Because you saw it. Asar Thompson can't shoot for shit. Jalen Duren, offensively, we got some work to do, bro. Who's that one dude I talked about? Who's the one dude, bro? Y'all remember the dude telling me, yeah, I got into it with some idiot and we banned him from the stream because I said, Jalen Duren is a legit all-star. He is, but there's still developing to do. He's got to add a mid-range, at least a mid-range. And bro said, no, he doesn't. Like that. No, he doesn't. You don't know ball. I'm like, Jalen Duren needs to add more of an offensive game. I see it. I'm literally telling you, it's going to be a problem. He can't stay where he's at. He's not fully developed yet. This is going to be a problem. Look at it right here. He got outplayed by Wendell Carter in the first round. And he got outplayed by fucking... I mean, it's just... I'm like, dude, if he adds just a midi, not even a 3-ball, if he adds just a midi, bro, a midi, with the athleticism and how physical he is, all right, now we got a problem. Not even a 3-ball, which is what I wanted Bam. Now Bam has peaked. Bam Adebayo, because now Bam shoots threes. I wasn't even asking for all that from Durant. I was just saying a midi. Just develop a little midi. And bro was like, you don't know ball. No, he doesn't. Okay, buddy, where you at now? Hop back in the chat. I gotta unban him. I don't even remember his name. I gotta unban him so he can come in here looking like a dickhead. Bro really tried telling me that I was wrong about that. I'm like, why? First and foremost, why would I be wrong about that? When all I'm saying is that for the dude to further develop his game, how are you gonna be a knucklehead and just say no just to say no? Nah, he's good where he's at. No, he's not. Why the fuck would he not want to get better? And two, it was an issue. You're super one-dimensional. Like, everything is at the rim. Lobs and offensive rebounds. That's it. Or the pick and roll fucking bounce pass or lob pass. Like, what do you... Yeah, super easy to guard once that's all you got to guard in the playoffs. You're not a threat. Let him shoot the... Alright, let's go clock. Yeah, I can't wait for tonight's game though. I want to see how the Eastern Conference Finals is gonna look. Like, I just kind of want to get a feel for how they match up. I know they match up really well, but I feel like the Knicks are playing super elite right now. Problem is, they haven't played the Cavs with Harden. Yeah, they match up well. They do. They match up well, bro. Yeah, because you can say, oh, they got nobody to guard Brunson. Yeah, sure, but then you got to deal with with Mobley, Harden, and Donovan Mitchell. Somebody gonna get a bucket. They do match up well. It's not a matchup where it's like the player matchup is like, you know, this guy guards this one. It's not that. That's not what I mean. Like that they have you know what I mean? Like the guard guards the guard and this. No, I just think they match up well because they have a little bit of everything. You know, they got 3-point shooting. They got a stretch big. They have really good guard play. They have solid wings. That's what I mean. I'm giving the advantage to the Knicks though on the roster construction. I'm just by a little bit. And that's why I think the Knicks will win. I mean, if they get OG to be healthy, I think OG is the X factor for the Knicks. Dean Wade, they're saying somebody's recommended to put Dean Wade on Brunson. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but yeah, they got to try to make Brunson uncomfortable. But again, that doesn't really work when the other guys are playing. I mean, Cat is playing incredible fucking ball right now. Like, Cat is playing out of his mind, just dime. He's assisting, and then he gets the fucking offense going. Yeah, it's gonna be a chess match between those two teams. It's gonna be a lot of coaching, I like the Knicks a little bit better. I do. I like the Knicks a little bit better. I think the Knicks win, but the Cavaliers are capable. And if you let Donovan Mitchell go nuclear, then it's a toss-up. Max Strus is great from 3. And Sam Merrill's a monster from 3. And on any given night, bro, Harden and Donovan got that 3-ball going. You're in for a long night. The Cavs sweep? No. Sweep is crazy. Stop. The Knicks are too good to get swept. The Knicks wouldn't get swept by anyone. Not the Spurs, not the Thunder. No, I'm telling you, bro, the Knicks are legit, bro. This is remember, this is like 3-4 years in the making now. The Knicks are here. Cavs in 4 is crazy. Nah, it's not a sweep, y'all. Y'all are wilding out. Y'all are tripping. All right, boys. I gotta go scoop the little ones, bro. I'll be back on tonight for another stream after the playoff game. Y'all boys have a good one. We're almost done with these challenges. I think I need 2 more. We got Kelly Oubre. Yeah, I just need 2 more. I'll do the shits either tonight or I might just do it off stream. Okay, we'll see. W stream, bro. Thank you guys for hanging out. Yeah.